what we're going to do is use our armature as a means of support. And to create our armature, we took our glitter stem, inserted it into a creative coil, and then folded that back on itself. And as you can see, we've done this in multiple colors. So now we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of foliage in, a little bit of leather leaf, some variegated pittosporum. And as you can see, those creative coils, just accept that and hold that right into position. Now a few flowers. Once again, we can control this with just a few flowers, a couple larger placements. Creative coils that have the glitter stems hold everything right into position. We have that color expressed in the base, and we want to pull that same color up into the composition. So I'm adding a little bit of stock, doing little groupings of color. Where it doesn't become polka dotted, it becomes a little bit more focused, giving our eye the impact of color. And again, this could be using chrysanthemums as well. So as you can see, as we turn this around, the impact of color all the way through, and the fact that the creative coil now becomes a great part of our composition. Our next project that we want to share with you is again using the glitter stem, and we created that by simply rolling that around, in this case one of the party props, to give us a coil, just around and around and around, creates this great coil. And then we're just going to flatten that with our hand, as you see here. We're going to loop that into position. Now to give us a little bit more dynamic impact of color, once again we're going to use our diamond gems. Add just a few more. By adding the color to the bottom of the container, it gives us a great amount of visual weight down onto the table itself. So it really directs the eye and pulls the eye down where the composition now starts at the table level and then comes up, and then the flowers take over. Now what we're going to do is add a little bit of foliage, and again using our grid coil that we created. And the glitter stem again allows us the flexibility of color. A couple breaks of the hydrangea, very popular flower. A little bit of the hypericum berry. Just going to add those berries in place. Now this is a great way to use those short stem roses, or also maybe those flowers that during the processing have maybe broken at the knuckle. Little impact of color where we're punching with those spray roses, so those colors really bounce off of each other, create visual excitement. Some hyacinth, pulling the blue coloration from the very base with the diamond gems. So now you see that that marriage is starting to happen between the floral composition and the container, so it all becomes one presentation. And as you see, the hobnail square is the perfect container for this type of presentation. Diamond gems, glitter stems, hobnail, great combination.